you are in an exam hall and you had 4 seconds to find the square of something like this, what would you do? Hello, it's Chinerani here, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to find the square of numbers between 1 to 1000 without making use of a calculator, the fastest way you can do it. I'm going to be dividing this class into two. We will start by finding the square from 1 to 100, and then after that 101 to 1000, and I'm going to be showing you two methods to do so. So let's take a look at some examples. For the first method, to find the square of 82, here's what you're going to do. What you find the nearest tens to 82 is 80. So you have 80 minus 2 gives you 80 times 82 plus 2 gives you 84. Now, what's the square of this? That's the 2. You have 4. Then you come here. What's the place value of 8 is 10. You divide this place by 10. 10 go here 1, 10 go here 8. 8 times 4, you have 32. You write 2, you carry 3. 64 plus 3 gives you 67. Then the next thing you're going to do, if you have a 10 here, if you have 1 0 here, you're permitted to have only one number here. So we simply write what? 4. So that is it on this method. Let's take a look at the second method. How about the second method? How do we go about solving it? We are simply going to find the square of 8 is what? 64. The square of 2 is 4, but we write 04. 8 times 2 gives us 16. 16 times 2 gives us 32. So we write 2, leave the unit place empty, write 3 here, and you sum it up. When you sum it up, you're going to have 4, 2, and you're going to have 7 here, and you're going to have 6 here. So you can see we are having absolutely the same answers, all right? You can use any of the methods. Now, let's take a look at more examples. In this one, we are going to ask the nearest tens of 54 is 50. And we get that by saying 54 minus 4 gives you 50 times 54 plus 4 gives you 58. Then, what's the square of 4? The square of 4 is 16. So the next thing, we divide here by what? 10. 10 go here 1, 10 go here 5. 5 times 58. So the next thing, since we have 1 0 here, we can only have one digit here. Simply add 1 to this 0, and we are going to have 2916. Now let's take a look at the second one. In the second one, we do this. The square of 5 is 25. The square of 4 is 16. 5 times 4 gives us 20. 20 times 4 gives us 40. You write 0 and write 4 here. You sum it up. By the time you sum it up, you're going to have this, giving us the same answer. So you can see any of the methods works. How about solving digits from 101 to 1000? Let's take some examples on that. Let's take a look at the second example. The nearest hundreds here is 100. We get that by subtracting 12. So we say 112 minus 12 gives us 100 times 112 plus 12 gives us 124. Now, what's the square of 12? The square of 12 is 144. Now, since the place value of 1 here is 100, we divide both this side by what? 100. Okay, and then when we divide, we're going to have 100 go here 1, 100 go here 1. 1 times 124 gives us 124. Now, since we have 2 zeros here, only 2 numbers are allowed to be here. So the next thing we do, we simply move the 1 to this side and add it to 4. When we do that, we are going to have 1, 2, 5, 4, 4. 1, 2, 5, 4, 4. So let's take a look at the second example. Here, what we do, we find the square of 1 is 1. The square of 12 is 144. But this side can only contain 2 digits. You should take nothing more than 2 digits. So we are going to write 4 4 and carry 1 here. So the next thing we are going to do is 1 times 12 gives us 12. 12 times 2 gives us 24. We write 24 and we do what? We sum it up. So in summing it up now, we are going to have 4 4 5 2 1. So we are arriving at the same answer. Let's look at more examples for clarity. Let's take a look at this. What we do, we say 107 minus 7 gives us 100 times 107 plus 7 gives us 114. Now the square of 7 is 49. We write 49. We divide this place by 100. 100 go here 1, 100 go here 1. 1 times 114 gives us 114. Since we have 2 zeros here and we have 2 numbers here, there's no need to carry over. So we simply write what? 49. So that is it. It's absolutely easy. Just pay attention. Now let's look at the second method. In the second method, what we simply do, we say the square of 10, we have 100. And the square of 7, we have 49. So we are going to say 10 times 7 gives us 70. 70 times 2 gives us 140. So we write 0 and we write 1 4. So by the time we sum it up, we're going to have 9 4 4 1 1. So that we are arriving at the same answer. Let's take more examples. Okay, so in this one, the nearest 100 we have here is 800. We get that by saying 815 minus 15 gives us 800, and 815 plus 15 gives us 830. So 800 times 830. Now what's the square of 15? The square of 15 is 225. Divide here by what? 100. 100 go here 1, 100 goes here 8. 8 times this gives us 266. And we have this. Since we have only 2 digits here, we simply add this towards 0. So we are going to have 664225. Okay, so let's take a look at the second method. In the second method, what we simply do, the square of 8 is 64. The square of 15 is 225. But we are not going to write it completely. We write 25 and we carry 2. 8 times 15 gives us 120. 120 times 2 gives us 240. So we write what? 0 4 and carry another 2. When we do that, we are going to add it up. In adding it up, we are going to have 5 2 2 4 6 6. So this is what we have. You can see that we got the same answer. So any method can be used for all of them. It works for both 1 to 100 and 100 to 1000. So that is it for finding the square of numbers between 1 to 1000. By the time you practice and practice, you'll be able to achieve it in 3 or 4 seconds. Okay, practice more and you'll be able to achieve it faster. So let me know which method you love the most in the comment section, method 1 or 2. Which do you think is faster in solving the square of these questions we treated earlier? And if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up and turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload videos like this. Hit the subscribe button. And don't you ever forget, maths can be easy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.